Okay, let's try this. Chat. Okay. Let's try this again. Um, we'll wrap this up pretty quick on this second little bit here. I had to hang up. Very, very sad news in my world right now. But as an entrepreneur um, and as that psychic medium, right, I have to say that even though I'm experiencing something so sad right now, my my poor little dog, and I don't want to share any sad feelings, but geez, um, yeah, my poor little dog's gonna go to heaven today. Um, and I told my husband, this will be waterworks for you guys, right? Is I told my husband that my little dog's gonna go to heaven today, and to make sure to yeah, we're live again, to make sure to collect her little ghost, right? Like, because I feel like some people when they cross over, sometimes they're confused and they don't know what's happening. And I don't know if you guys know this before I dive into the rest of our training, that there's more spirit in a hospital than there is in the cemetery, right? Because there's so many more spirits that like cross over while they're in the hospital, and some of them get confused. And so for my own sanity, I told my husband to please make sure my little dog's ghost comes home with him. It's just like so sad. I'm like, think I'm not as sad because I'm all the way in Vegas and I'm not experiencing it. And I knew this was coming, but geez. Anyways, I'm rambling. So if you guys are live here, or if you're watching this replay, make sure you watch the first one that I did a little bit ago. But we got interrupted because my husband and the vet were calling me at the same time. So, and I want to take that because that means my heart. So in the very first part of the first video, I was talking a lot about the symptoms of clairvoyance. There was one symptom, then a couple symptoms I didn't get to, and that is like coming around the corner and like seeing a ghost, or like waking up and seeing someone standing at your bed, or seeing things move, right? And then they're not there. With your naked eyes. And the reason this is totally clairvoyance, but it's also a mixture between logic and emotion, right? So you come around the corner and you think you see a ghost cat. You guys, I love to tell my ghost cat story. And then you're just like, it's gone. Poof, it's gone. And so that right here, there is you experiencing clairvoyance for a second. And then it's your logical mind taking over right away, because your intuition is like, I think I saw something, and your logical mind is like, to hell to the no, that doesn't fit into my reality, so it goes away. So I don't know how to make your comment not fall away on oh, there it goes. Okay. Somebody's asking me, what does it mean when you hear and see what someone is going to say, and then a few minutes later, it happens? That's seeing into the future. That's seeing and hearing into the future. That's ESP. We do that more than you ever can even imagine, right? So like Sherry's saying, that happens all the time. You see something and then it's gone. And so I'll tell you guys about my little ghost cat story. Really quick. And so I came around the corner in the house that I live at now in Michigan, and I saw a cat, and I don't have a cat. And it was like walking into my bedroom, and I was like, whoa, there was a cat, and then it was gone like that. And so this is how your logical mind tries to perceive it, right? Like, did I just make that up? Like, did I just see that? And then you're like, nah, I didn't see that. So I go about my day, and I go to the living room, and my husband, this is when he smoked cigarettes, and he had the slider door open, and he's halfway out of the house and halfway in the house, and he's watching NASCAR. And the announcer on the NASCAR, right, says, let's go racing, cats. And the word cats got really loud, and I was like, so second thing happened, and I'm like, that's kind of weird, because I literally just saw a cat in the hallway, and now cats is like really loud on the TV. And I still dismiss it, right? I still dismiss that there's no ghost cat in my house. And then all of a sudden, the TV literally goes meow. Like, the cat obviously took over the TV. And yes, this can happen. And so then that cat was like, no, I tried to tell you 3 times that I'm freaking here in your house. And so then I was like, go away, kitty. Like, go away, kitty. And I crack myself up because I've been teaching intuition and mediumship development and helping people with their spiritual awakening for like 7 years now. And it still will never become normal, right? It still will never become normal. So yeah, you come around the corner, you think you see something, there's no logical reason for it to be there, and your logic takes over. Now, you guys, listen to this, right? Listen to what I'm about to say. Everything is there. Everything's there. Your Aunt Matilda is standing next to you, staring at you right now. You know, all your past animals, if you start thinking about them, instantaneously are there. That's how it works. Like, as soon as you think of it, or maybe you're thinking of it because they're thinking of you, they're there already. And so if they're there, why can't you see them? And you can when you start developing your clairvoyance. Now, when you develop your clairvoyance, it doesn't mean that you're going to just see all these dead people standing outside of you. Sometimes you do. I have an awesome girl taking the Awaken program, which is open for enrollment today. So excited. She actually sees them walking through her house, and she has actually had one of them like walk through her. They sometimes acknowledge that she sees them, right? It's a whole acknowledging thing. And those are with her, these eyes, right? But a lot of times it's only in your head. And to me, that's how it works for me. I've seen the ghost cat in real life. I've seen some fairy things in real life. I've seen my gnome dude in real life, and that's another whole crazy story. But most of the time, mine is intentional. I'll usually feel a feeling that's clairsentience. We're going to go into that this week. And then the feeling is more like, hey, pay attention. And then all of a sudden I'll start getting flashes of things in my head. This is how it happens too. You could be doing the dishes and you'll all of a sudden see your childhood friend in your head, or you'll all of a sudden see this old man in your head, and you know for some reason that he's associated with your girlfriend that lives in this old house. You don't know why, but you're seeing him in your head. This is your clairvoyance. These are like little glimpses, right? Yeah, you'll have to catch it from the very beginning. No, everything's not okay with my little dog, but thank you. So these are like little glimpses, little flashes. Some of you guys maybe see like a little mini movie. Some people will see like a blank screen and like a word. So this is like, some people hear the word, right? But the clairvoyant people will actually see the word, or see like a little chart. For me, I would see like numbers and all kinds of crazy stuff. And as you develop, and as you develop through like the Awaken program and work with me, I'll be able to help you like formulate this, and because everybody does it different. It opens up different. Everybody experiences it different, right? So those are some of the like symptoms of seeing, you know, clairvoyance. It's the little mini movies, the super vivid dreams, the daydreaming, the deja vu, the coming around the corner and seeing something and then it's not there. All awesome things with their clairvoyance. You can get so good at this. Clairvoyants are so good, and I know Sherry took the Awaken program, and I think she was one of the ones, and that are so good at seeing through time and space. You're able to remote view. You're able to see through time and space. I'm able to tell me what I'm thinking about, or tell me what's on my table in my office, and they can see. Like, I had somebody even draw my office before, and draw the windows, and draw, like, I used to have a Reiki table, drew the Reiki table. There is no way that she could have did that, and this is using your clairvoyance. And so this is the part of the training where I want to explain to you the purpose of utilizing your clairvoyance. What can you do to create change in this world? What can you do to create a business for yourself? What can you do to help, right, others? And so when you're using your clairvoyance, you can find missing people through time and space. You can see where they're at. You could see that they're under a tree. You could see that they've drowned. You can see that they're in a car laying there. You could see, you know, usually you become the subject. Usually the way I teach my people is you become the subject. You could feel them, see them as if it's you. You look down, your arms blue, you're like, oh, I'm dead, right? And then you can get little mini visions of what happened to that person, who did the murder, right? We could be seeing the murderer. We could be seeing the solution. We could be seeing the route. Some people are so good, they could see like areas. Like, I know there was a bridge to the north, and I could hear the train tracks. That's when you start utilizing your other gifts. But really honing in on finding missing people, or a lot of seers, a lot of clairvoyants will be able to do those body scans and be able to tell you what's going on with your organs, or if you need to go get an MRI, right? A lot of these gifts that we're experiencing, you guys, it's so important for me to share. These gifts that you're experiencing and have the ability to develop are actually here to change what's here now, like the medical community, or the way that we teach our students, or, our children. So you're absolutely able to do like an MRI scan. You could be able to, especially if you have medical knowledge. Any of you guys that have medical knowledge and come through the Awaken program, you will develop as a medical intuitive. And you'll be able to see like there's cancer cells over here or this. And then spirit works through you to be able to help that person know what they need to take. Like one of my girls, she's a clairaudient medium, but she also sees things. So she'd be like, I can see that you need to bring this black salt into your life, or you need this crystal, or whatever. So these are some of the things that you could do as a clairvoyant. Or like for me, some of my things that I do is I find people's lovers. I am able to look at your picture and see who your lover is, right? And usually they'll come into your life within 6 months, or I'm just able to see who your lover already is, right? Who you're with right now. So you can give advice. So somebody will come to me and be like, I need to hire a new assistant, and I'll be able to see who she looks like. She looks like this, her body frame is like this is her personality, and then they know which person to hire. So it really can come into play with anything. It just is like more of a visual receiving and then coming out of your mouth, right? Trust what you're seeing enough to say what you see outside of your mouth. Another way to decide if clairvoyance is like your strongest gift is, number one, run, don't walk to my website, brandaline.com. Again, brandaline.com, and take the quiz. You guys take the quiz. But but also pay attention to the words that you use. If you're always saying like, girl, you look like you would be a really great model, or I could totally see you doing that. These are the words that clairvoyant people use. Pay attention to the words that you use when you're talking to people or when you're describing things to people. Are you always visualizing it and then like it's almost like charades, like kind of describing what you see? That's so clairvoyant. So I hope you love this broken in half training. I apologize for that, but no, I don't. No, I don't apologize for that. I'm sure it was divine timing. If you're watching this one, make sure you watch the first one. Tomorrow I'm going to be on here talking about clairaudience, the voices in your head. We'll go deep into that. But you guys, I'm so excited. The Cart to Awaken is open today. Super excited. If you pay in full today, you get $1,111 in cash and content savings. And you just need to message me directly, Brandaline Johnson on Facebook or brandaline@yahoo.com. But the cart is open and there's tons of payment plans. All of you, I'm so excited to welcome into this because I get to witness your transformation and I get to know that you are creating a ripple effect for your life and for everything around us. And you came here for something big. You can take these gifts, you can use them to enhance your life, enhance your business, right? Sherry's like, oh, those voices in my head, she already took Awaken. And you can also create a business from this if that's what you want. Or just out of curiosity, come on in and let me show you how crazy, amazing, gifted you are, where you could see through time and space with one of the very first exercises. You will knock your own damn socks off. You really did come here to create change. You really all are special, and I can't wait to welcome you guys into this program. I will see you guys here again live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern to talk about the voices in your head, right? I love it. So I love you all, and